This is Josiah Plays Alpha Protocol. Alright, we're here in the gray box, which is some sort of secret facility where we've been woken up on a slab in a medical area. Then dudes started trying to kill us right out the gate. We don't know what's going on. I need to find out what's happening with my keybinds. No. Controls. Key mapping. Skill, right click, yeah, okay. I might change this up, actually. I'm gonna change... Skills, Z for skills, huh? That's strange and interesting choice. Alright, by default, your left click is set to melee, which is not quite what I want to do, and then aiming your weapon is Q and firing your weapon is E, which is a little weird. So we're going to aim weapon with right click. We're going to fire weapon with left click. Fucking left. Don't. No, not mouse scroll down. Are you serious right now? Okay. Oh. There we go. Fire weapon with left click. Aim weapon with right click. Sprint is shift. Crouch is control. How do I feel about all this? F to scope zoom. R for reload. Q for use skill. G for gadget. E for melee. Interact with spacebar. Skills is Z. Somehow messed it up. Those are the default skills. Hey, full on the mouth. How's it going? Yeah, I don't understand why it was the way that it was. That was super weird. I didn't go in here and change any of this, so I don't know what happened. Z for skills. Okay, sure. The only thing I'm not sure that I like is sprinting on shift. No, sprinting on shift is fine. Crouching on control. I don't have anything for middle mouse button, so let's use middle mouse button for that. And what do I want to do with my little side button here on my mouse? Let's use that for something. Let's sprint with shift or alt. And let's interact with spacebar. Alright, we're good. Sprinting. There's my skill wheel. So I can select which thing is selected. I'm not going to ever use overclock. Silent running I'll probably want to use at some point here. Alright, so there's an alarm going off. Obviously an alarm going off is bad. That means enemies are going to be alerted. I need to get that alarm shut off first things first. And then avoid additional alarms.
You need to shut off the alarm. The panel's on the wall. Do a bypass on it.
Do a bypass on it. I like how she just assumes I know how to do something like that, which I do. Hell yeah, I prance jog. Michael Thornton is a graceful unicorn. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he totally is. Alright, mini game time. Alright, you see how easy this is? This is obviously super easy. There's only 3 of these things. This can get so hard that there's like 12 or more, maybe even 15. At least 12 I've seen of these things, and they're all interlooped with each other, and you have a timer. You have a time limit to do this in before... So they get stupid hard. Obviously this will be a cakewalk, but yeah, I know. Clip them in or whatever. Clipping the wrong circuit will decrease the time left Running out of time will trigger an alarm. Flipping all circuits will override the board. Let's start this bypass.
Mike, careful. They probably have a guard in the lobby.
Also, the only reason that one was as easy as it was is because, keep in mind, I have a rank of breaking and entering, the skill, which makes them easier. Otherwise, that one would have been, just the very first one would have been harder. I mean, it still wouldn't have been that hard, but... Damn it. Not the button I wanted to hit. Now I have silent running on, but I didn't really want to use that right now. I'm getting used to my new keybinds now. There we go. There's my knockback strike, is that spinning kick. What if you turn off the alarm, everyone just immediately relaxes and assumes everything is a-okay and nothing else bad will happen? Yeah, basically. I mean, they're like, oh, the alarm's off. I guess everything's fine. There's my awareness showing me. There's a guard there. How do I snap to cover? I forgot how I snap to cover in this. Crouch. Nothing here says anything about snapping to cover. It's been a long time since I played this. Alright, so there's an asshole right there. There is a snap to cover in this, right? Maybe I'm just getting games mixed up. Maybe there is no snap to cover. Got some trank rounds. You know what would be helpful to use trank rounds? A pistol. Alright, so I don't think that guy will see me. Yeah, maybe there isn't a cover system. For some reason I really thought there was, though. Yeah, because can't you do like little cover-to-cover rolls and stuff? Oh, there it is, it worked. I'm snapped to cover. It was with spacebar. What else does spacebar do in my current configuration? Spacebar does interact. Oh, you interact with the cover to snap to the cover. Oh, see, evasion just saved my ass right there. He would have seen me, and this all would have been blown. That's why evasion is so good, because when you fuck up, it'll save you that one time. See, now this shows me I can dive out of cover with spacebar, which who the fuck would want to do that? But in this case. That's right, because you snap into cover, and like if I had a pistol right now, from this cover that I'm in, I could line up a headshot crit on that guy from here, and just shoot him from out of cover, which would be really cool, but I don't have a pistol. Well, like I was saying in the beginning, it's an abstraction of the idea. It's a role-playing game, so your character is doing things that aren't directly simulated by the physics of the engine. It's an abstraction of the fact that your character is good at sneaking, and so your character wouldn't have gotten seen there, basically. They avoided that shit. Actually, hold on. What about the other one over there? I'm a little concerned about him. If I'm gonna just... Well, hold on. In a second, I'll creep up and take this guy out. Yeah, you can only use it once every 5 minutes.
Intriguing.
Now, I don't know why I can't take that guy's gun, but what can you do? I don't need one, though, because there's one right over here.
It's on.
Trank pistol, lining up, headshots from cover. Now, as you can see, I don't have a reticle right now, and that's because he's too far away. When my pistol skill gets better, I'll be able to line up shots from cover from a greater distance, and I would be able to get him from here. So as it is, I need to get closer to him so that I can line this shot up from cover. Of course, I don't have to use the trank pistol. I could just sneak up behind him and take him out like I did the other guy. Or I could not sneak up and just run up and fisticuffs him down. See, look, there we go. Now watch. You see that? You see how that works? Those four little dots converge, and then... See ya. And the amount of time it takes for those dots to converge decreases more and more the better my pistol skill gets. Now, I don't know why there's a hole in the glass right here. I mean, I just shot that guy in the head with a trank dart. Did the dart pass all the way through his skull and go out the other side and into the glass? Or... I don't know. And the body disappeared, yeah. Well, technical limitations of older games. They have to make some of the bodies disappear or else the game gets bogged down or whatever. Or it would have been at the time with the computers that I could heal myself here, but I don't need to because I'm awesome. Alright, so there's a dude right there. One thing that's tense about this game as a stealth game is there's no quick save button. I can't just quick save and try something and fuck it up and immediately reload the quick save. I've got to reload from a checkpoint. So see, right here from cover I could just bloop. But why? Okay. All this ammo that I'm finding, who needs this much ammo at this point in the game? Like, if you're gonna run out of 75 trank bullets, you are playing this incredibly wrong. No saves coming, yeah.
Watch out for cameras. If they spot you or you destroy them, they'll sound an alarm.
Yeah, you can't just shoot the cameras. It'll automatically turn on an alarm. No pistol skills, no stealth, setting the alarms off. You might actually use that ammo. Yeah, because it would take several shots if you're not getting those headshot criticals. Plus other guards would be spawned from the alarms and stuff. I wish security cameras in real life put out a giant fucking glowing cone that showed you where they could see. Alright, see, I know there's no enemies right around this corner, because otherwise they'd be showing up on my... Except here they are. Sometimes the game fucks you that way.
How did he wake up so fast? He just got here.
Who cares? We'll just put him under again.
See, now if I want to go cover to cover, I can. Even though that's a very long cover-to-cover move. It's pretty nice. That's an abstraction too. The camera doesn't do it, you're just a trained agent. I know. Yeah, oh, I agree with you, Full. I was just making a joke. Of course it's probably just... It's UI, right? Just like you have a thing in the bottom right of your screen that shows your health. Obviously, that's not a real thing in the game. It's just an abstraction. Let me pretend the security contractors are incompetent. See, I could go ahead and shoot right through this glass and hit that guy, but that's probably going to alert that dude over there. Also, enemies will respond to bodies, so if I just drop this dude in the middle of the fucking room, the other guy will see it and get all freaked out. Now we see the symbol for Alpha Protocol embossed on the glass right here. There's a Greek letter Alpha. There's a eagle's talon. There's a snake. A diamondback. One thing that you can't do, unfortunately, is...
I've got movement here.
Damn it.
Did you hear that?
Alright, I fucked up.
Mike, they've dispatched a squad to your area.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
So, sometimes I fuck up. You might notice this will become a recurring theme. It takes me a while to get back into, like, actually remembering how to fucking play this game.
What's that?
What? That's the cheater thing about evasion. If they're right next to you, you can use the moment of stealth from evasion to do a takedown on them. Which is just awesome. Oops, didn't actually want to do that. I forgot what key I have set for change. Oh, chain shot. Let's just load that up. I could have just easily used chain shot on those two guys and lined up two headshots on them at once. See if I can find any goodies. Yeah, chain shot is the most overpowered thing. Well, shadow operative in the stealth tree and chain shot in the pistol tree are the two most overpowered things for sure. So if you go stealth and pistols build, you're basically a god. Starting about halfway through the game or so. The hardest playthrough I did of this was playing on recruit mode on hard as an assault rifle build. That was tough because I didn't put anything into sabotage, so the mini games were too hard for me. I didn't put anything into stealth or pistols or martial arts, so everything was just super hard, and I had to just shoot people with the assault rifle on hard difficulty, starting with no skills. It was bad. That was a bad playthrough. Yeah, chain shot just annihilates everything.
Almost gave me the slip. Now we got you.
Some dude just popped up on a screen and gave me some shit. Restricted area, authorized personnel only. Oh, Well, in that case, I can't go in here, because I wouldn't want to break the rules while I'm sneaking around knocking dudes out. Ah, there's some important people on that. There's Al-Shahid, the terrorist guy. Chain shot brilliance equals everything, guys. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you could play through as a recruit on easy to unlock veteran. Yeah, you absolutely could. I didn't. I did it. I did the hardest build. Maybe not the hardest build. The hardest build would probably be like submachine guns, since they're terrible. But I didn't take any of the good skills. I know who all those characters are. Spoiler alert. Here's a whole bunch of major characters from the game right here in the very beginning. I wonder if you only see those on veteran. Because I don't remember seeing all those normally. Oh, I'm about to have another minigame tutorial. Yeah, shotguns I don't like that much either. I don't need to save Lex checkpoint. It's already saved. Oh, this minigame sucks, dude. At least using mouse and keyboard. Align the pin along the shear line to set it. Trying to set a misaligned pin will strain the pick and eventually break it. Align and set all pins to pick the lock. Forgot how you actually do it. Oh, and it's timed. Okay, it's actually pretty fucking easy for me right now with the gain an XP for picking locks. Oh good, more ammo. Desperately needed that.
Any sign of our new arrival?
No sign of him yet.
Careful, Mike. Truck coming in. And guards at the exit. Try to stay out of sight if you can.
Well, the differences on the lockpicking in this game is, one, it's timed, and the amount of time you get to do it goes down dramatically later on. But the other thing the thing that really makes it annoying is there's like a simulated tension thing with your mouse. You have to use your mouse up and move your mouse up and down to line up the thing, but it like slows down your mouse, and like the more that you move it, it puts like a simulated mouse what do you call it? A simulated reduction of mouse sensitivity is what it does. So it becomes a real pain in the ass later because you have to like move your mouse 100 fucking times to get the thing to move. And then you've got a timer and it's just obnoxious. Alright, we're gonna come down here. Yes, I will be spending 90% of the game walking like this, in the bent over crouch mode. Now, I could easily take that guy out, but then what are his buddies gonna think? That's the real question. You'd say resistance, but that works. Yeah, well that's what it does, and that's what makes it obnoxious. Otherwise, yeah, it would just be super easy. But like I said, later on, the minigames, you get a very short amount of time to pick the lock. And now he's over here, he might not be visible to his friends when he's over there. So that could be a good time to drop him. I do like the challenge of taking guys out with hand-to-hand, though, rather than just shooting them all with the pistol. Yeah, making a mistake is far worse, because whenever you make a mistake on the time minigames, it reduces the amount of time that you have left. This is about to be a problem. I don't think they'll see him. still moving. I want to try to take these two out with chain shot, just for the fun. I'll probably fuck it up, though.
Intriguing.
It might not be easy to do. I have to get into just the right position.
I've got movement here.
You've done it now.
Damn it, they set off the alarm. They saw me before the chain shot happened. Josiah, are you going to be reloading every time you set off an alarm? Yes. Yes, I am. You either do it perfectly, or you do it again. What guard goes intriguing? I might have. I was a guard once. Of course, if I really wanted to get obnoxious, I could blow up those barrels. I don't know if I can blow up barrels with tranq rounds. But if I had untranq rounds... Yeah, I did too. My first playthrough, full on the mouth. I played the entire game killing 0 people. Maybe I'll do that this time. Maybe I'll just use tranq rounds and martial arts and not kill anybody. See if I got them when they're... Epic fail. I really want to see if I can take these two guys out with one chain shot. 2 girls, 1 chain shot cup. I think if I move to the right position, and now I just wait for them to... Thus we see the power of chain shots. Wait until it's like 6 shots that you can do. Now I can do my prancing run that Sato likes so much. Sometimes you can loot stuff off of bodies. Like ammo or occasionally a gadget or something. But most of the time you can't loot stuff off of bodies. Especially not in this, which is like the tutorial. This is the tutorial. Yeah, maybe I'll do a non-lethal playthrough. I forgot that there were tranq rounds. So I can still have the fun of pistoling people, but still do it non-lethal. Alright. See, this is where I could shut off the alarm if the alarm was going. But it's not because I'm super ninja stealth. Super ninja stealth. Hack computers to complete objectives, siphon funds, or disable security. Ah, time for the hacking tutorial. You gotta find the 2 passwords. Seems simple enough, except they move. And you've got to use WASD to move one thing, and you've got to use the mouse to move the other at like the same time. And it's timed, obviously. Spacebar and the right with left click. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, and then they'll move. Oh god, I hate the hacking. Well, it's interesting. It's tense. But sometimes it can be very difficult. Alright, so I need... I got one, and then I need to find the other one. For some reason, I'm not very good at finding these. Now it's gonna move.
End of the line, Mike. Give it up.
Oh, there's a briefcase there. Well, obviously we're gonna go for that. You don't get much time. Wait a minute. Didn't I just shut this thing off with the hacking? Let's find out. I think I did. That's what the whole hacking was all about, was shutting off that fucking camera. He knows you're there, but he doesn't start the alarm. I know, it's almost like he's just toying with me. Like he wants to see what I can do. Okay, we just got some intel. Individual. Mina. Okay. Why does it say new info available? Alpha Protocol, 14% completion. What does that mean, Saito? Quo nemo secui potest. Origin United States, covert government organization. Who knows when it was founded? Alpha Protocol is both the name of a government organization and also the term used by agents that classifies them as rogue agents to outside intelligence agencies. Agents that have gone Alpha Protocol are considered acting alone or are traitors, so if their operation is discovered or goes awry, no blame will fall upon the United States. Not many within the government are aware Alpha Protocol exists, and this separation from the majority of Washington bureaucracy and oversight is intended to protect the United States from accountability for Alpha Protocol's rogue operations. It's like where no one can follow, something like that? Okay. Well, there you go. Why does it say new info available? I've read this shit. Whatever. Alright, so we hacked the camera, that's right. And I can just... Oh, what's up, camera? What's up, camera? That's some serious screens.
Alright, Mike, that's enough.
That's enough? I think that's my line. What the hell's going on? Why did you drug me?
We need to get the location of this facility confidential, especially if you got kidnapped and questioned.
Wouldn't be the first time, and I don't talk, which you should already know from my record.
Fair enough.
You did read my file, didn't you? I assumed you'd done your homework.
To me, it's just a lot of numbers and papers. So why don't you and I just talk a bit instead, all right? I'll form my own opinions.
So this is all part of the orientation?
Yep. I'm gonna ask you some questions, run you through some more tests, then you and I can talk. Face to face. That make you feel better?
You should already have everything you need. All I need is a weapon and the target.
And that answers exactly why you and I are gonna have a little chat right now. I've been reading and rereading your dossier. I barely got through it. Puts war and peace to shame.
Then let's make this quick and save us some time.
Fair enough. If you gain more experience in the field, you may...
I don't think I want to use the veteran dialogue, though, because I think it skips some of this conversation if you use the veteran options.
Specialize further, but we can leave that until you've got some missions under your belt. That's it. Now I'm going to let you out of the pen here and meet the rest of the crew.
There's more of you?
I'm unique. So's the rest of the staff. They all have their little quirks, but that's what makes them perfect for the job. They'll be running you through the basics of weapons, gadgets, and espionage tactics. When you're cleared on the basics, come find me for your assignment. I won't lie to you, Mike. It's a big one, and dangerous. But I think you're the man for the job. Make the rounds. I'll see you soon.
Getting sick of this Wizard of Oz bullshit. Alright, let's get through these tests.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't say that when you're not on Veteran 2. Level up! I have 13 AP to spend. But I can't get these increased ranks in these skills that I want. I mean, I could put more into... I'm just gonna save my points, I think. So that when I unlock this next set of tiers, I can start really going into it. This sort of test seems extraordinarily risky and costly. Well, this is the sort of organization that's all about risk and cost, though. They probably spend a lot of money. And I don't know, it seems reasonable because the guards were actually shooting tranks at me, not regular bullets. Of course, they had to risk the fact that I wasn't going to murder the guards as I came through, right? Like...
Big ass screen.
That is a big ass screen. A lot of paperwork if you kill them all, yeah. I mean, it won't actually let you kill them. But technically, in the game world, there's a reason Mike couldn't have fucking murdered all those guys with his bare hands, like snapped their necks or choked them out or something after they were unconscious. Can't go that way. Let's see if I can load the last checkpoint. I have a bad feeling about the last checkpoint. Yeah, this is the last checkpoint. So there's no way for me to reload to before that conversation. See, unless you're actually actively saving checkpoints, which maybe I should do right now, you can't you have to make an actual save to be able to reload anywhere you want. Otherwise, it always just reloads the last time you hit a checkpoint. Who is this asshole? Look at this douche. You're lucky I can't fight you right now, sir. I don't know.
Asshole Parker's gonna be checking the systems again.
I don't know if it really skipped anything or not. There's another conversation you have with him later that might be the one that has some of the dialogue I was... Yeah, Soulpatch McGinley.
You don't have clearance to come in here.
Well, thanks, douchebag who looks exactly like the last douchebag. Guess I'm only going in here. Use the locker to change appearance. After using the locker, proceed with orientation or return to the interrogation room for your mission.
You probably want to change. Go on. Your gear's in the lockers.
Yeah, the entire orientation after this is actually optional. You can just go straight to your first mission, or you can go through all of the training stuff, which obviously I'm going to go through all the training stuff, because, you know, why not? Alright, here we go. Facial appearance. The range of options are not super high. Layered, disheveled, stylized, short. 5 o'clock shadow. Groomed beard. Circle beard. Goatee 1, goatee 2. Soul patch. Big crazy beard. Even bigger, crazier beard. Thorton has that wonderful indeterminate ethnicity look. Like the protagonist of a JRPG. We'll go with 5 o'clock shadow. Do I want a hat? After I just picked my hair? Do I want a douchey beret? You get other opportunities to change all this later in the game. Whenever you go to any of the safe houses, you can change these things. So as I go through the game, I kind of like to change my outfit and my hat and stuff based on like where I'm gonna be. For now, I'm gonna go with none. You can have various types of glasses. But I'm going with none for now. Eyes. Blue is fine. There we go.
Orientation's not mandatory. You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
Yeah, I do too, full on the mouth. I change his appearance based on what region he's in. Or, you know, where he's going for missions and stuff. By the end of this, he'll look exactly like Boone. I don't know about that. Hey, let's watch some TV. I think you get a perk for watching this whole thing.
Our war does not end here. This target is not the last. With our will and our resolve, Al-Samad shall continue these attacks, fight the aggression of the West with its own weapons. Yes, for weapons have been delivered to us. Weapons that will make a graveyard in the skies of our enemies. We have the ability to strike far and to strike swiftly. There are no limits to our reach, no limits to the justice we bring in the name of freedom for our people. I am a man of my word, and this I promise you. This attack is but the first that Al-Samad brings against its enemies. As fire rained down upon us, so shall Al-Samad bring fire to your people as well. The West and its allies shall bear the cost of what they brought to our people, to our country, and they will answer for it. You seek to take our land, undermine our faith? All that you have seen this day is the answer to your brutal acts, the only language America understands.
So he's talking about the plane bombing.
I am a man of my word, and this I promise you. This attack is but the first that Al-Samad brings against its enemies.
Perk acquired, news conscious. Oh, I just learned some more stuff about Alpha Protocol. Now I'm at 28%. The Alpha Protocol insignia has some interesting symbolism based on its description in the records. The ring of stars and arrows represents patriotism and military might. The eagle's talon is strength, and the serpent is either its enemies pursued or stealth and subterfuge, and the loose translation of the Latin phrase beneath it is, where no one can follow. Oh, Tibetan sky barrels is basically code for leave a body outside so it can get eaten by birds. Nice. Boom, Cyto Latin is best Latin. Yeah, good job, Cyto. How do I indicate to the game that I've read this? Alright, so nothing new about Mina. Yancey Westridge. Now, You know that guy got teased a bunch as a kid with a name like Yancey. Yancey Westridge. He's 48 years old. He's an American. He's Chief of Operations of Alpha Protocol. A 20-year veteran of the CIA and a 5-year veteran of Alpha Protocol, Yancey Westridge has worked in both the counterintelligence and counterterrorism fields, earning a degree in international affairs and serving a tour of duty in the armed forces prior to his CIA service. Although rarely promoted, Westridge has a reputation as an exceptional field agent, expert at reading people and quick at reacting to situations. He has a low tolerance for smartasses and prefers agents who act instead of talk. Impatience and blunt opinions are what Westridge respects, more so than smooth talkers or by-the-book recruits. So that's actually really useful information for you if you want to make Yancey Westridge like you. If you want to make him like you, it tells you right there how you should talk to him. And you can get a lot of that kind of information in the dossiers of different people. So if your goal is to make everybody like you, you have to pay attention to what the personality of each person is and take the right approach. Or you can just do like I'm doing so far and just kind of always pick the same approach in most situations, regardless of who you're talking to, and see how things go. Or you could try to do the opposite of what everybody likes and piss everybody off. Yancey is a name which should be considered child abuse, right? He's basically Danny Glover. He's getting too old for this shit. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Murtaugh. Alright. But I also got a perk. Use Conscience. 5% intel discount from Saudi vendors. You watched all of Shahid's broadcast. That's nice. I have 2,500 funds. Do I still have all the... My pistol accuracy is only 50%? 50%? When did I miss with my pistol? Oh, I know why. Chain shot. A lot of times, for some reason, when you use chain shot, it counts it as a miss, even if it hits. This is why, in my game, when I went for 100% pistol accuracy, I almost never got to use chain shot. Because usually when I would use chain shot, I would check, and my pistol accuracy would have gone down from 100%, so then I would have to reload my checkpoint. So that was a build where I used pistols and hardly ever used chain shot. Only once in a while could you actually get away with using it without it counting against your accuracy for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but it does. My real pistol accuracy is 100% though, because I haven't missed any pistol shots. Josiah, you need to be a sociopath and change your personality and worldview based on who you're talking to. That's what games like Dragon Age teaches us. What up, douche guy? And these guys are very similar looking.
You might want to take it a little easier when you escape next time.
Or not. Ooh, I can hack some emails. I love hacking emails. In any game where you can hack emails. Game believes by listening to a terrorist, suddenly you're better at bartering with Saudi individuals. Well, now you have a greater understanding of what one of the major power players or organizations in the region is about, and as such, you can speak more intelligently about them, and they would probably come up in most such the kinds of dealings you'd be dealing with in the region. I don't know. Oh shit. It's on and cracking. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Wrong one! I mean, these start off easy, but they get real hard later. The time limit. That's usually how they screw you on the difficulty of these minigames, is the time limit just gets stupid. By listening to Trump, I'm perfectly ready to make a splash with the local LGBTQ scene. No, because those things have nothing to do with each other. But if you listen to Trump, you might be able to make a splash at the next business dealing with rich white American dudes. Businessmen, I don't know. Ooh, emails. From Westridge to Greybox. Medical facility off limits. Staff, the medical bay is off limits until further notice. In the event of an emergency, notify your supervisor. So obviously they shut down the medical area because they knew I was going to be there and causing a havoc. From AP Dispatch to hashtag Desert Spear. Situation rep, Al-Samad. Attention. Al-Samad is basically the Al-Qaeda of this game. Regarding the parcel, buyer is confirmed as an agent of Al-Samad. Seller appears to be operating under the name Nasri. Recommending follow-up on Nasri to determine source of funding. Well, you're not dealing with Saudi businesses, Saito. This is getting covert intel for missions against terrorists in the region. So I mean, you are dealing with either terrorists or people who deal with terrorists. You're not buying this intel from, like, you know, Bob's Oil Company in Saudi Arabia or whatever. AP Dispatch to Desert Spear. Situation rep, missile technology. Attention. Forensics team has completed survey of suspected firing location as predicted by triangulation models. Well, I don't know the names of any oil companies. Any Saudi oil companies. There are probably none named Bob's Oil Company, which means it was safe to say that because I wasn't referencing any actual oil company. Bob's is the most respected Saudi Arabian oil company. Forgot about the long line of Bob's in Saudi Arabia. Well, look, that's just what they call him in when they translate into our tongue. His real name is like Razavi Khorasani or something, you know. Razavi Khorasani, by the way, is not just a name I made up. That's the name of an actual town in Syria or Iran or Iraq, one of those countries. Good news. Evidence of a ground-launched missile would have had to have been a guided missile. No way an unguided rocket could have hit the airliner at that altitude. Plazas didn't accidentally say something racist. What do you mean? What accidental racist thing would I have said there? Has been confirmed by discarded sabot and particulate matter, both of which were fired with 99% certainty when Flight 6133 was shot down. Bad news. The missile sabot matches no known ground-to-air missile systems. None. There's no discernible markings, no telltale design marks. Sizing and composition make it a sure bet for a NATO-built weapon, but beyond that, we can't place it. It is almost certain that this is some sort of new generation tech. Uh-oh. Where did these missiles come from? This is the mystery. The mystery of the missiles. Westridge to Greybox. New member. Attention, we have a new fish coming on board tomorrow. You'll refer to him as Michael Thorton. Mike is no stranger to our line of work. He's a veteran member of an off-the-books. You get a different... This email is different depending on which thing you pick. Thanks for that auto-host, Brad. Tex TV. You guys should be following him. He's a great guy. Thanks for the host. Appreciate it. He's a veteran member of an off-the-books organization similar to our own. He actually found out about our organization and contacted me directly to come aboard. You know my policy. No one around here gets special treatment. Except for me, since I'm your king. But don't forget that he's seen and done more than anyone on this team. He'll be put through the opening ceremony tomorrow, complete with the hostage scenario and obligatory sight games. Assuming all goes well, he'll be on our short list for Desert Spear. Westridge. I like reading emails about, like, what your bosses are doing involving your character behind the scenes. How do you even... How does one even... Mouse wheel scrolls me through the emails themselves. I mean, I guess I can do this with the... Okay. From Alan Parker, or A. Parker if you prefer. And before these Al-Samad guys are just the pawns of a Russian/Chinese/Deep American organization. Alright. Well, a lot of these emails are about stuff that's not related to Mike. Like this one. Parker to Darcy. I've run the names you sent me and found 17 out of 18 to have merely circumstantial links. But there was one element of interest. Skip Baxter, the GOP lobbyist on the list. I found an interesting money trail on him. He collected re-election funds from 16 different corporations. 87.5% were within federal elections limits. The remainder were beyond the $2,300 limit in place at the time, and pooled them into the True Leadership PAC Fund. However, a check for the exact amount of money Baxter put into the TLPAC fund went out on a check numbered 1016 and memoed Restoration. The check was buried internally, but I found the cash check in the records of a bank in Saudi Arabia, cashed by Nigel Winthrop. While there are 193 Nigel Winthrops in Interpol's database, that name is a known alias of Shahid. Oh boy, we got corruption of government, American politicians getting donations from terrorists, or spending money, giving money to terrorists. I will inform Westridge. Parkmeister. Oh, this is what he's... Oh yeah, fucking Darcy. Darcy is referring to this guy as Parkmeister. His name is Parker, so you can already tell what kind of guy this is going to be. I need you to run some fact-finding sweeps for me. I have some names I need to follow up on. Home, work, social security digits, the usual rundown. See the attachment for names and leads. Okay, and then he comes back with that information. So we'll read the previous message and then the other message. This is a message from fucking Sean. Sean to Mina. We know who Mina is. I guess he didn't get my email from the other day. No big deal. Maybe we can do dinner tonight. I know the mess hall isn't exactly fine dining, but it's not like we can take a ride down the street for exquisite French cuisine. And who says cafeteria food can't be romantic? I'll save our ketchup packets and frame them for when our grandkids ask about how we met. Okay, so he's writing this to his coworker. And she writes back, Sean. Really, Sean, I'm just not interested. And the whole mention of grandkids is just a little bit creepy. Perhaps I can ask Westridge what he thinks of your constant attempts at team building, Mina. So she is straight up rejecting him. And now we know a little bit more about them. Pack in some emails. What am I wearing now? I've got some interceptor body armor. Utilizing high-density ceramic plating and heavy layers of ballistic textiles, this suit of armor offers high durability at the expense of low carrying capacity and noisier movement. Gives me 30 endurance, but it doesn't have that much sound dampening, and it doesn't have very many upgrade slots. Let's see, I could put a mod in here, but some armors, or you'll get some extra armor slots by having more of the appropriate skill. Does Darcy have a giant soul patch and or a popped collar? He spiritually has those things. And I don't have any guns. Do I have... I want to know... Well, I'll find out, I guess, eventually anyway, so whatever. Alright, so now it's time to do some training. Yay, training. Which of the 3 training courses do I want to go to first? I think we'll go for this one. But, that's going to be in our next episode. So check it. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere, because I'm not done playing. If you're watching on YouTube, this episode is now over. Oh, okay, that's not good. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Alpha Protocol.